Hello and welcome to the Marine Channel, and today I'm going to show you a boat that I knew nothing about until I came down to the Southampton International Boat Show. And here she is. It's the Ryck R280. Now, I'm just going to zoom in there. You can always freeze this, I guess, on your computer or tablet and read some of the spec there, but let me talk you through it a bit. So Ryck is a brand that's part of the Hansa family. Hansa make lots of boats, you know, including boats like Sea Lion and so forth. But they wanted to bring something out that kind of appealed to the same people that might look at things like Axopar and Saxdor, but come out with something slightly different. So yes, it's outboard engine. Yes, it's kind of an open configuration with a kind of walk round, but you can see that it does offer something slightly different. We'll get on board in a minute and I'll point a couple of those bits and pieces out, but just stood here on the dock looking in, we can see a great big sun pad with a couple of cup holders out there. Very, very safe walk around, nice big wide walkways all the way up the side of the boat. Nice stainless steel handle, lots of sort of grab rails here on this T-top as well. So it's a very, very nice, reassuring kind of safe place to be. And outboard engine, Mercury. This boat will do, yeah, it's fairly swift, 40 plus knots. So it really depends how brave your crew are. And the other thing is that, yes, this boat is up at 181,000 including VAT, but a huge chunk of that, about 55,000 of that, plus VAT, so about 70,000 is actually in terms of options and extras. So the base price to get you into one of these boats is actually just over 100,000 including tax. So what they're saying to you is, you know, we will build what you want. If you don't want that, save the money. If you do want that, pay for it and have it. But it means that it makes this sort of boat very accessible. So let's get into the cockpit area here. So what you can see is a full kind of wrap round here. Because there's no cabin at the back here, they've taken advantage, they push the seating right out to the edges, and you've got this big U-shape, or L-shape rather, seating area, table in the front there, space under there, storage under there as well, sort of wet locker, and then you've got this, which again can be configured. You've got this area here, you can have a hot plate, you've got your sink there, got a mirror. It's not a mirror, it's a splashback. Well, is it? And then for your storage down here, and then if we scoot around the other side, and then face back, we've got a little bit of refrigeration down here for your cold cans, etc, etc, and a bit more storage there. So I've kind of optimised space. You can see all these access points here. So actually underneath this particular one there's your hot water system, calorifier. I can never say that word properly. And then let's have a little look here at the helm position. So twin helms in very safely under this nice T-top. Got our Fusion stereo, I believe. Is it Fusion? Can't get the cover off. We'll have to only imagine. And our big Simrad multifunction display. Now I'm sat here without the bolster raised and I can actually see out. That's really unusual. Quite often on this kind of boat you've got to be stood up to be able to see where you're going. But this seat is a nice height, and then you've got the space down here where your feet will go. That's a really comfortable driving position. And it is, yeah, it is simple. It's a clutter-free, simple design. Okay, let's move below. So we've got a nice big double at the front here, and it is big, properly big. Decent bit of headroom up this end. Natural light. Again, we've got our hatch in the foredeck there. We've got sun pads on at the moment, so we won't see anything out of there. But the light down here is pretty good. We've got one light on here, but nothing else is illuminated. And then we've got access to our heads there. So we've got a little toilet, decent sink, bit of storage. So As a day boat, absolutely works. As an overnighter, I would say, absolutely works. With a decent turn of performance and a rather attractive layout that really does maximise the sociable space that on some of the alternatives, you've got to be honest, don't perhaps achieve that in the same way. So there you go, short and sweet, the Ryck R280, something a little bit different, and from my perspective I think it works rather well. So thanks very much for joining us on the Marine Channel. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, spread the word, and most importantly come back and watch some more, because that's the reason we do it. Thanks very much, and from all of us here, see you next time.